What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a quick market update today as we have big moves coming in at the moment within the crypto market as well as other markets. So we can see that last 11 days, Bitcoin's been advancing from around 16,500 up to now today until the high was around 18,410. So we have again retested from the underside. Let me just zoom in. We have retested the previous support range, so really important, like really important level, the 18,200 if we can flip it. So for those of you who are not in right now or have not bought any within the previous range, I wouldn't FOMO in right now. Why? Because we have been just advancing for 11 days. It only makes sense that Bitcoin would well have a small retrace. We're definitely looking quite good on that side, to be honest, on Bitcoin. So I would we have a higher possibility of that we have the bottom in here. Of course, you can never rule out that another lower point is coming, that we are fastly going down and dipping below these lows of 15.5. But to be very honest, the question itself is losing my audio sometimes, and that's to be yeah, to be considered. So right now, Bitcoin, I would again wait for a retest, maybe get your core position, otherwise enjoy the ride. Don't FOMO in after things like that. If you do, be happy you learned this lesson at 18,000 and not at 70,000 or 60,000, as other people had to learn. Ethereum is quite similar from a comparison of Ethereum Bitcoin. I would say Ethereum is the better candidate from relative strength. We can see that Ethereum has bottomed out here. It has made like no lower lows anymore. We're now above this consolidation range. The most important level we're watching is around 1420, which is pretty much exactly where we've been stalling today. We're also right at the point of underside retesting the 200 daily moving average. That can and is also very important to consider. So again, on Ethereum, I also would say a retest to the area of 1320 is healthy. Anything actually above the 1280 area is healthy. So if you are trading Ethereum, it's the same principle applies. I would definitely not buy in right now unless we really like flip this level to the upside, meaning if we close a day above here, like 1420, you can consider going long, but not before that. Again, I would personally consider a retest of the lower ranges here. And then let's see what's happening next with Ethereum. What else do we have? We can have a quick look maybe at BNB. BNB is actually mid-range. What's good is we're trading we're trading above the 200 daily moving average, which sits around 277. So slightly above it, which is always a good sign. We can see the last time this happened, BNB had great advances, but we weren't able to hold the line. So let's see how it's going to go this time. No trade for BNB right now. DEXY, the dollar is actually is losing quite a lot of value. I mean, that's why people are trading stocks and whatnotsoever, but you can see that really the dollar is falling below the 200 daily moving average I mean, it fell below beginning of December. For the first time since, well, it was June 21, so actually not that long. If we look at it from a weekly perspective, we're still above it. But definitely what we did lose, and that's very important to note, is you can see that here, the green line, we lost this important level at the moment of 103. which means if it doesn't reclaim the level, you would probably see it around 100, meaning the euro gets stronger, the US dollar gets weaker. So if you are in US dollar right now, I would consider changing it. I mean, it's a bit late, definitely, but the euro is making great appreciation in its value. You can see that here this key resistance we had at around 107 is at the moment flipped. So you get for a dollar, sorry, for euro, you get a $1.08 again. If you would have literally like for if you go back to September, beginning of October for euro, it got like 95 cents, so less than a dollar. You're getting like about 13% more today. If you would have exchanged all your dollars into euros back 3 months ago, we would have made around 12%, which is quite substantial. Then I'll have a look at silver and gold. Silver is logically kind of accumulating up here in the area between 24.20 and 23.20. Quite big moves in silver. Still one of a great asset, really. I mean the gains it has made since October within a really short period of time. We can check it here. Like we can see that within 60 days, within 2 months, we have 30%, 33% gain on silver. That's massive. And might stop, might not. I'm still quite bullish on silver, but I want to talk about something that I just realized today on my eToro account. So that's also something I want to share. Maybe I'm going to go there straight away. Since I've been trading my commodities so far on eToro, I actually realized this is my virtual account, so this is not actual money. This is the virtual portfolio. Um, I realized that if you go on a trade, um, you will see here the leverage you put, but you have here on the below this open trade. I don't know if I can actually zoom in this. I can. So you will see here that you have these overnight fees, which are actually applied on a daily basis. So I realized that my account was charged like $5 a night or something, $5 per day, and I was like, why? Where are these fees coming from? And if you go here to eToro fees, you will actually be able to have a look at fees they would charge you overnight. If you, let's say, go short, you might even like get some money refunded. If you long certain things, you would go, however, have to pay this overnight fees. And I think it's quite a hefty fee to say like you're gonna pay around, let's just make an example of, I don't know, $2,000. You would pay like a daily fee of around 40 cents. Take it by 7, makes $2.50 per week, makes $10 per month, which is what you're paying every day, which I think is quite a lot of money. Apparently is a normal fee. I honestly do not think it should be normal. Therefore, I have actually closed all my positions within eToro, and I'm now trying to find a new platform, especially for commodities with better fee module or something where I don't have to pay ongoing fees. I think that I'm sure there is something out there which does not charge that much. So again, this is my virtual portfolio. Don't get too excited over that. Now going back to the charts. So silver, I think any retest to $22.30 is healthy and would be for me a clear buying, a rebuy. If I just go to the weekly chart here right now, um, yeah, there's a lot of movement in the market of commodities silver right now, which makes sense after such high advances, high improvements of the price, and therefore. Let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, it's been holding the line really well. Any retest to 23 will probably a buy, and then anything to 22.30 again, just a retest of the EMA 8. Or if you want, so we can also just check the MA 10 for the weekly is also probably around the same, yeah, 22.92. So these are the level to watch for silver, gold. Gold is looking fantastic. I mean, I've been talking about it for the last weeks, and here it is, gold. really breaking it like this week since I think today actually. Like it was approaching the 1880. We're now trading above it, 1890. We were even trading for a moment at 1900s. So gold is doing fantastic as well. Now this key resistance, if we can flip that on a weekly, is super bullish really. Any retest though of the areas here around 1850 would be for me again a buy. I would have loved to buy more at 1800. That I don't think we're gonna see that happening anymore. If we're actually zooming out a lot on the monthly chart, so if we're going back to October 12th, you can almost see like a massive cup and handle forming with the cup here and the handle around here. So if we break out really above the all-time high of 2069, I think you see a massive rally of gold. So that's definitely again like one of the most bullish charts for me for 2023, besides Bitcoin, Ethereum, and silver. So these are the four most important I mentioned. Now, of course, we go to the crypto market. Let's go to the extended portfolio, which I'm having a look at. Um, there are a lot of coins who made really high gains. So it's quite crazy to look at this like from a percentage wise. Like in Solana, you could have bought it for less than $8 um, 2 weeks ago. As 100% technically. Advanced 100%, of course, it's very low, so it's not necessarily realistic, but you could have like made 60%, 70%. Quite crazy. It broke here the resistance. I think a retest to 1480 would be a buy, 1440. Let's see how the market behaves. I mean, we're now at resistance of Bitcoin, and therefore we should be careful. But if we flip that, I think we're looking at a nice rally maybe. We'll see how it goes. AVAX also had a massive candle yesterday, like from $12 up to 16. I mean, that's a 30% move in a day. That's crazy. Right now, my opinion is like around 15. I had my resistance drawn. There is a general like any retest down to 14 would probably go into a long-term hold portfolio. Litecoin is also massively bullish, to be very honest. We have broken out of this range yesterday briefly. Now we're trading below it of these all-time highs, or sorry, not all-time high, but like the recent highs we had since the breakdown of $85. We have made a new high today, 87. Again, it also makes sense for Litecoin to retrace to around $78 would be a buy for me. Um, and it seems to have is a really strong chart, relatively speaking. Matic. Matic is still a good buy, I think, for the long-term hold portfolio at the moment. It's not as strong as the others like ETH or like Litecoin, but still a strong chart overall. I think 88 cents for Matic is a very good price considering that its price been trading at around what was the high? I think like $3-ish, yeah, 290. Getting it for that price in a long-term hold portfolio is great, and you make sure that you know once these things start running, they start running fast. 30%, 40% a day can be really normal. And therefore, you want to be in there if you have the guts also to hold through it. Yeah, so Medic, that's that for me. And then ATOM is the last one maybe to have a look at today. Also bottomed out around like a month ago, we were at 88.70. Today we're at 1180. I think this is a very important level actually, 1216 for me approximately. Only makes sense that we retrace again like to around 1070. So what I'm using at the moment is the retrace is the 10 weekly moving average, in this case the 10 daily moving average. Others are using the 8 exponential moving average. So any retest of the 1050 to 1075 area would be a buy for me with a stop loss below it. Again, I wouldn't FOMO in right now. That's something you should definitely keep in mind that if markets are advancing that fast and crypto markets are advancing that fast, that you keep it cool and take it easy in order to not like to have a lower dollar cost average in. Anything else to trade to have a look at. I have the stocks focus list. I actually have to look at the current trades. I know that we're long Apple and Tesla as well. I need to open our current future trades. I've opened a lot over the last days, but it's been closed mostly at the moment. I've actually been long on CHZ Link and what was the other one? I think Sushi. If I would have not closed them as early as I did, I would have made a lot more percentage, but that is how the game goes. Um, let's have a look at the stocks quickly. I would say it's also a very good day for the stocks. What can we look at? Let's have a look at Tesla maybe. It makes sense that Tesla has retraced parts of what it lost. It went down to like 100, is now at 120. If you take these really short-term trades, that's a 20% move for Tesla. That's quite big. So you can do a lot in the stock market as well, especially with those highly um, volatile shares for the long-term portfolio as well. Apple we have announced last time. I think we have a perfect entry at 225. We'll keep it running. I hope Apple, the most important for Apple would be to make a higher high or a lower high, sorry. Um, so we would have to flip this level of around 134, which is where exactly where we've been rejected now. So let's see how Apple will do, but I mean, we had a sharp decline here from 150 down to 125 just within like about 3 weeks. So that's something also to keep in mind to really like trade based on the technical level. So we really need here to flip this level to have a kind of a bullish sign. And except of that, I don't think I'll have anything I want to cover today. It's quite a long video already. Uh, Protect your money, don't FOMO in this for today. Keep an eye on the market right now. I mean, I'm going to keep an eye closely anyway every day, but this is, I think, a lot of good stuff coming up, especially with Bitcoin and this advance. Gold scratching on this resistance, silver scratching on this resistance. I mean, the market has been doing good things in the last weeks and in the last 2 months. If you have been buying like last 2 months, you have been doing well, and we've been talking about it. If you have watched the videos, you should have definitely been plus by now. Now, it's your money and you do whatever you want with it. But I'm happy that actually it's been going that well and the analysis has been playing out really well. I'm almost approaching now 2 years of technical analysis, and I can say I've been learning a lot, and it's been a rewarding skill to learn for me personally. Of course, not everyone is interested in that. For me, it's quite interesting to look at that. But yeah, stay tight, guys. Keep these things I talked about right now in mind. Maybe see what's going to play out in the next 2 3 days. If there would be any big move coming, um, I would make another video probably. Until then, I'll keep my feet tight. I'm waiting for the next 3 days. Losing retracement, and then I'll be back with another video. Take it easy. Cheerio.